In the spring of 2012, 21-year-old Anya Kovalenko left Lviv, Ukraine, trusting Mark Reynolds, a man who promised love, opportunity, and a new life in Chicago. She imagined freedom beyond the gray streets of her hometown, clutching her small bag and hope as the plane lifted off. At first, Chicago seemed like a dream. Mark rented an apartment in Lakeview, decorated it with flowers and lights, introduced her to friends, and whispered that she belonged there, but the illusion quickly crumbled. Her passport disappeared, her phone was monitored, and she was forbidden from contacting anyone outside his circle. Then she overheard a conversation that shattered her world. She had been brought to America to work in a sex trafficking network, not just for Mark, but for a larger organization with connections across the city, profits flowing through hotels, bars, and private clients no one would ever talk about. Every client, every transaction, was part of a hidden web of power and wealth. She realized she was just one small piece in a much larger, dangerous machine. Anya was trapped. Refusal brought threats, punishment, even physical intimidation. The apartment became a cage. She saw other women arrive, frightened and broken, and understood that some would never escape. Mark's charm dissolved into control, threats, and manipulation, yet he was only one visible face of a much larger, invisible force. Months passed in fear. Sleep was impossible. One rainy October evening, desperation gave her courage. While Mark attended a meeting, Anya hid her passport, stuffed a small bag, and ran through dark, slick streets, heart pounding, eyes scanning shadows, afraid someone from the network would catch her. She stumbled into a 24-hour convenience store and begged the clerk to call the police. The authorities connected her with Safe Horizons, a shelter for trafficking survivors. Even there, she knew the network had influence. Lawyers, business owners, and even men in suits could be part of it. Some rich, some dangerous, some untouchable. Every step toward justice was tense. Every report she filed brought threats, anonymous calls, suspicious cars following her, documents disappearing. By 2014, Anya had legal status, a job, and a renewed sense of purpose. She began warning other young women from Eastern Europe, teaching them to recognize deception. But she knew the network still thrived somewhere in the shadows, untouchable and hidden. Years later, walking along Lake Michigan, Anya held a small silver locket Mark had given her on the plane. Empty now, it reminded her of one truth: she had survived. She had escaped not only a man, but a system built to trap her. And though the conspirators remained in the shadows, she was free, and her story would not be silenced.